Hello! Welcome back to Nook and Cranny Gaming. I am Nook, and this is the Ocarina of Time. How about it? Will you do it? If you don't remember, we're supposed to sneak into the Spirit Temple and get back the Silver Gauntlets for Nabooru, Lone Wolf Thief of the Gerudo. And of course we're gonna do it, because she plans to thwart Ganondorf's plans down by the seashore. You and I, let's give Ganondorf and his followers a big surprise, shall we? If you can successfully get this silver gauntlets, I'll do something great for you. Really? Will you now? I'm 11. I think he's much younger than that. Sorry for that view. I'll be crawling through the hole now. I mean, it's weird. Yeah, those are jokes. So what to talk about first? I think first I'm going to talk about how they just slip in there kind of like where Ganondorf's at right now. Because in the child timeline, you don't see Ganondorf except for at Hyrule Castle. And that's only through the window when you're talking with Zelda. Other than that, you don't know really where he's at or have any idea of what he's doing at this point in time. So when you speak to Nabooru, she lets you know that Ganondorf and his followers are all hanging out in the Spirit Temple, and they're using like the sacred ground as a hideout, and they're planning to destroy the world. Way to uphold the sanctity of respect. What am I talking about? So it's just cool. It's a little bit of knowledge to know where he's at in the timeline. Now, the Deku Tree himself said that Ganondorf was the one that put the curse on him, that ended up leading to his death, and the same thing happened with Lord Jabu Jabu at Zora's Domain. And so I don't know if he actually physically went to the Deku Tree and put the curse on him, or physically went to Lord Jabu Jabu and put the curse on him. I think it'd be cool, just as like a small scene to see Ganondorf walking in like hooded and speak to King Zora and say like, I would like to see, you know, your lord or whatever, and then he gets inside and then curses him, or, you know, however that would happen or play out. But it's also very likely, since he's a powerful wizard and a powerful sorcerer, that he actually just cursed all of the people that he cursed, Jabu Jabu and Deku Tree, from his hideout here, and I just about fell down into that pit. So it's pretty cool that, I mean, you kind of know where he's at and where he's been hiding out, and Nabooru also tells you the lore of every man that is born instantly becomes the king of the Gerudo, because there's only one man born every 100 years. And so King Ganondorf was just born into his kingdom, and it's just an interesting, I don't know, I think it's an interesting story. Sure, it's fairly like a sexist thing, and that's not cool, but I mean, I hardly buy into that's intentional. It's just traditional, unfortunately, as far as that goes. And it's not like I support the traditionalism over, you know, not over representing races equally or whatever. It's not like that, but maybe I should at least equip the Highland Shield, even though it's too big. But I'm just trying to say that that's what happened here. For the Gerudo and the thieves, but I don't know. Anyway, come on, man, open yourself up. Come on, buddy. What? How does that happen? How's that even fair right now? Oh, come on, man. He's got so much health. He's got a lot of health when you're an adult, and we can't use the big Goron sword right now, so... Hey, there we go, finally. Anyway, they assume traditional gender roles because that's just it's unfortunately how the world is sometimes. But anyway, that's not important really. The important thing is the lore, and that's just what it is. Can I even damage this guy? Okay, you're making me sick. Let's just... Oh, okay, I can actually. Haha. There we go. Knock that down. And get the chest. Hello, magical flying pots. Hey, Deku Shield. I was just saying that we didn't have one of those. Fantastic. I've lost my train of thought because I got wound up in the whole equal representation of the genders. And it's not that I'm like frazzled or anything. It's a very big subject, and sometimes you have to speak very eloquently with, choose your words very wisely. It's very easy to offend people, and I don't want to do that. He shot fire at me and burnt off our new... God, the controls are just not coming to me today. I apologize. So we're just gonna run around these. Okay, that made my butthole clench. Oh, no. No. Okay, so what he's doing is he basically follows our movements. And so now he's over there. If you'll remember... Oh, that's not what I wanted. Bam! Bam, baby, bam! There we go. And that's how you defeat those guys. They track your movement in the opposite direction. So that he ended up going over to the flames, and we burn him up. Okay. Timeline. So, this is the third split in the timeline.
Watch for the shadows of the monsters that hang from the ceiling.
That happened last time when we... Oh no. The split happened last time, or on the last episode. Oh my gosh, stop, get out of the targeting, thank you. Whoops. And, well, why does this going back in time differ from us going back in time for the well? Well, Link only necessarily needs to go back in time once. It's only mandatory once. And that one time, Link could both go to the well and also come to the Spirit Temple and do this section. So, since it's only necessary to come back in time once, if he were to learn about... I dropped off too soon. If he were to learn about both circumstances at the same time, then there's only one time that he travels back in time. So, that said, if you think about how I've said, the timelines, he, removes himself from one and then goes to the other. There are technically two timelines where the hero doesn't exist, which is kind of strange for the lore of the original games and A Link to the Past and the Oracle games. So I'm not exactly sure how that all works out. It's another thing that I really need to look into further when I've got more time to do that. But this is the best way that I can explain it. Is that... Hey, we got that key. We had one locked door. Let's go unlock that door. Is that, so Link, the first timeline was the child timeline, and you become an adult. There's no time travel element there. You're literally just held in like a sedated state for 7 years. You wake up as an adult. From that adult timeline, you go back in time, and this is where that happens. You're right now back in time. You take care of the well, you take care of the Spirit Temple, and go back in time, back forward, back to the future, if you will. Once you go back to the future, that's when you can, well, possibly finish the game. Maybe we'll beat Ganondorf. Maybe we'll finish the game someday. We are inside our head. Odd. And then in the end, there are other things that happen that also apply to the timeline, so there might be a little timeline talk at the very end of the game. Hello, Lizalfo. Would you like to learn about Zelda timelines? Is it extremely confusing yet to anybody, especially you, Mr. Lizalfo? Oh, you just have a lizard brain. You just worry about eating and pooping, and that's all you got to do. It's good life. Show me the light. Whoa, the sun face is talking to us. There we go. Got him. So, oh, got another one. So the official Nintendo timeline is the one that I'm trying to back up here with reasoning and try to explain it. Because it's the one that's probably most commonly known now since it was released by Nintendo. Alright, well the door didn't open. It's quite odd. How about this? What's up there? You get older, then you have to go back in time. And here we are. Then you go back forward in time, removing the link that is in this timeline, and then basically Hyrule falls to disrepair. But I might be kind of backwards on this. I might need to do a little bit more research on the timelines and try to figure out what the fallen hero timeline. That's the name of the third split. There's the adult, there's the child, and then there's the fallen hero. And I'm sorry if this is really confusing. I'm trying to get my thoughts straight on the matter. So you can think of the adult timeline as the one that we just came from. Where we were just in the Spirit Temple, you know, we've completed all the temples and rescued the sages. But right now, Link doesn't exist there because we're here. And that's another Scarecrow thing. If I had set up Scarecrow Song, we could zip over there with our hookshot with Adult Link and be able to get the gold Scatoula over there. Okay, so iron bars. I think there's a switch down here. Yeah. Perfect. Actually, can I can. Let's go and do this. So adult timeline's where you're rescuing all the sages. The child timeline is... Wait. Sorry. God, my thoughts are all over the place right now. I might do a little research between episodes and make sure that I'm talking about this right. But you remember me talking about the timeline leading up to Wind Waker. It's because the hero is removed from the timeline. And that happens because at the end of the game you get sent back to your child timeline in order to relive your life. And so the hero is removed from the adult timeline. The child timeline goes on, but then there's this third timeline where you're sent back to do these things, and because it's a mandatory piece of completing the game, it's considered a mandatory time shift by Nintendo or by the lore. Therefore, it creates its own unique timeline. And yeah, I need to make sure that I'm thinking about it correctly, though, because the problem I'm having, if I could try to explain it to you, is that the whole Zelda Ganon Link tie, I guess, the thing that links them together, is a curse that is put on Zelda and Link's bloodlines by the antagonist of Skyward Sword. And at the end of the game, he curses their bloodlines. that is why when Link is removed from a timeline and it goes, and the games go on to become Wind Waker, is because the hero never showed up because the bloodline was lost. Now then, there's the third timeline where you would think that the bloodline would also be removed if we're going forward in time and Link is removed from the timeline. This would be a lot easier with like charts and graphs in front of me, and probably in front of you too, and I apologize that I don't really have a whole lot in the way of visual representation. I really would like to do a video specifically on all this stuff. I think I've said that 100 million times by now, but... Okay, we killed all the Beamos. Now we need to pull the sunblock into the light, because that's a triggering mechanism for the puzzle, I guess. And it's old Wrench Face. Remember Wrench Face? I like Wrench Face. It's unfortunate that it had to be changed from the original symbol. I'm glad that it's something original now, but I don't know. I like the original thing. It was pretty neat. Like a moon with, like a crescent moon with a few stars, I believe. So my problem is, if indeed when we go forward in time again to the Adult Link timeline, then that would mean that the bloodline is now removed from this timeline, and essentially the hero would not appear in two different timelines. The one where he's removed after Ganondorf's son of a, come on, man. After Ganondorf's defeat, and then also in this one. I don't have a key? What'd I do? Oh no! Did I miss a chest somewhere because I was talking? My gaming is on full autopilot right now. Oh, yeah. Here we go. Remember, torches. Torches are always a thing you need to pay attention to, so... We're gonna try to do this just, in one run. We'll see how this goes. Because we got the slidey spikes, we've also got the Beamos. Very hard to dodge all of these things and make this in one run. Haha! We did it. Awesome. That's cool. Alright, put that away. Put the stick away. Save it. Where did that chest come down at, though? Ow. Pff, I wasn't even watching. I was just looking up, trying to find that chest. There it is. Okay, so we're gonna have to kill that Beamos again. Sorry about that. Minor hang-up. Bam! Perfect. Climb on up here. I would go ahead and pause the episode and make sure I'm talking about timeline stuff all correctly, but I'm like 2 minutes away from the end of the episode, and I also want to finish up this section, so I'll do a little research for next episode. Okay, this is a very cool part. I love this. This is I keep saying this is one of my favorite things. This is, I'll go ahead and say it, is my favorite enemy from The Legend of Zelda, Ocarina of Time. It's called Iron Knuckle. And he hits hard. But if you can learn his patterns, how he fights... Oh god, he got me! Then you can easily defeat him. Ow! That really hurt. I wasn't expecting that to hurt so much. And nothing stuns him because he's super armored. I can't get to those hearts because he's just walking all over him. Come on, man. Get over here. Haha! Knock down this pillar. Knock down the pillar! The pillars have hearts on them. Whew. I about walked right into it because I wasn't paying attention. There we go. There we go. Just get a good hits on there. Keep moving. This is probably one of the reasons... Oh my gosh! Probably one of the reasons I love the Dark Souls series so much is because I really enjoyed playing, fighting this guy in this game. because it's all timing oriented, and it's very dangerous, it's very high stakes. There we go, cool. Alright, had to focus there for a second. Lack of commentary, my bad. Oh, Iron Knuckle has been defeated. So cool. Love Iron Knuckle, he's great. And what's out here? Could we be rewarded for our efforts?
Ooh, what's up, Nook? Surprised to see me. A long time in this world is almost nothing to you, is it? How mysterious. Even thought that the tales of a boy who could travel back and forth through time was merely a legend. Nook, you have fully matured as an adult. From now on, the future of all the people in Hyrule is on your shoulders. Maybe it's not my time anymore. Here is my last advice. 2 witches inhabit this temple. In order to destroy them, turn their own magic against them. Do you want to hear what I said again?
No, I think I got it. 2 witches repel their own magic at them.
I will continue to watch you.
Alright, well, when you figure out how many licks it takes to get to the center of the Tootsie Pop, let me know. Talk to you later. What's inside the chest? I'm gonna just cut the timeline talk and I'll get back to it. Because I started talking about him I'm like, he says, Silver Gauntlets! Who would have guessed? Nabooru, spoiler of spoilers, ruined that one for us. You fear the power! But these gauntlets won't fit a kid. Plus, you promised to give them to Nabooru. You should keep your word. What's going on? It's a sandstorm! What was that?
Hey, where are you taking me? Yeah, let me go!
Oh, like, geez, Scoob! Were those witches? You fiends! Ganondorf's minions! Nook, get out of here now!
These witches, they're using black magic on me.
They've sealed away Nabooru. You witch! She's gone. Was she sealed between dimensions like Phantom Ganon's fate? Well, we can't just leave her in there. We gotta go save her. But we can't save her in this episode. We're gonna save her in the next episode of Nook and Cranny Gaming. Thank you so much for joining me. I will get my timeline facts straight, or at least as straight as possible, because it's very complicated. This means complicated, apparently. But I'll get my stuff straight for you in the next episode. Thank you so much. We will be... If you like the episode, and leave me a comment below. I'd love to talk to you. If you have any insight on the timeline, please leave it below. I'll discuss it with you. And until next time, I'll see you next time. Man, until next time.